Hi everyone! Welcome to Artsonia's After School Art Club. Today we have a fun art project from Meghan Glass, an art teacher from Pennsylvania. Hope you enjoy the video and don't forget to have your artwork uploaded to your Artsonia gallery.
Hi friends, I am Meghan Glass. I'm the art teacher at Mercer Area Elementary School in Western Pennsylvania. Today we are going to be creating these super colorful Mr. Seahorses. I hope you enjoy it. For this project, you will need some tissue paper, the bleeding type, the one that the dye will run out of when it is wet. You will want some water, a little spray bottle of water is best, a permanent marker, a pair of scissors, and a white piece of cardstock or watercolor paper. The first thing we're going to do is draw our seahorses. Now I am going to start with a horizontal line towards the top of the paper. This is going to be the bottom of my seahorse's nose. So we want to give ourselves some room to the left over here and a little bit of room up top for his head. So you can see it's about a finger length. So now I'm going to make a line that begins here. It's going to look kind of like a backwards 7, and it's going to curl around. So this is going to be for his tummy. So diagonal line comes down and then curls around for a seahorse's tail. Now remember, you can pause the video if you ever get stuck on a spot or if I'm going too fast. The next step is we're going to make a diagonal line coming up, just a short one, from the other side. And these two steps are pretty quick. Horizontal line, small, another diagonal line down. This is for his nose. And then we're going to continue this line for his whole entire nose area. So the next step is going to be to create a curve for the top of the head. Now you could always use pencil first if you are worried about having to erase. So curve up, come down, and I'm going to just kind of take a pause right here. So it's a nice big curve for his head. You don't want to be too close over here because we're going to draw the rest of this for his body. So my kindergartners were able to draw these seahorses actually pretty well following these steps. So I am confident that you guys can do this too. Notice how I'm curving up and around to connect for that tail. So if you need to, go back in the video, replay, pause, whatever you need to do to kind of stay with me. So now that I have the main part of my seahorse drawn, now I'm going to add his fin, and that goes in between his tail and on the body. So curving out and up, curving down, curving up and in. And if you want to make some lines, you can. But some of these things you're not going to see until a little bit later. If you want to just color your seahorse, then color your seahorse, that's fine. So making a circle for his eye, and we're seeing him from the side. So we're only seeing one eye. I'm going to make a curve, and I'm going to color all of this in except for one little spot. I'm going to leave white. And then I'm going to make a line here. Now at this point, you can go ahead and collect the materials that you're going to use to color in your seahorse. I am going to be using tissue paper. For this step, you are just going to be laying the tissue paper right on top of your seahorse. So getting some different colors, spreading them out, just make sure that they are touching. Thinking about maybe what colors that you are putting together, because the dyes from the tissue paper will bleed and blend. So you might want to put your pinks and purples together. Some colors you might want to avoid, like maybe not putting the yellow and purple together. You might get a little bit of browns. But that's okay. Just try to stick with those nice bright colors, overlapping. Even going over the eye area is fine. You want to cover this entire seahorse with the tissue paper. And by just laying it on top, It's a very quick and easy way to cover this all with some color. So I'm going to continue to lay down my tissue paper. Once you have the tissue paper all laid out, then you can take your spray bottle and give it a little spritz. You'll see some of them might move. You could always just slide those back over, and then you might start to see where you will still need some tissue paper. You can see how you can see your drawing kind of peeking through in some areas, and then if you need to go back in and add some more tissue paper, you can do that. Now I made 2 seahorses, that way I would have one that was dry. Once it is dry, all you have to do is peel off the tissue paper, and you can see I've peeled off all of this other tissue paper, and you might notice some white spots that are left behind. You could go back and add again, or just leave it be. And then at this point, I'm ready to go ahead and cut out my seahorse. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you love your seahorse. I hope to see you again soon.